It's a great day to be rich. Say it with me. It's a great day to be rich. Say it again. It's a great day to be rich. Realize I create happiness. I am so glad to have you just be in your space, just to be a part of your space. You got to tell yourself what it's going to be like, because I know you're busy. I know you're busy with all the things you got going on as a mother, as a female, as a entrepreneur, even as a wife. Oh my gosh, and possibly even a grandmother. Okay, you got a lot going on, and some of you might be feeling that crunch, the year-end crunch. The year-end, the year's about over in a few days, and there's some things you thought, oh my gosh, I really would have liked to achieve, and I just didn't get to them. Or you might be even thinking like, hey, wait a minute. Oh, the way I grew up, okay, the way I grew up, this was a work season. And this is when you put the pedal to the metal. You clean all the dishes, all the laundry. Window seals are clean. Baseboards are clean. You're going to clean that house so good before you go into the new year. You have to make sure the house is all clean. And you're trying to keep it all together in the midst of cleaning up from what just happened with Christmas decor and all of those things. And even possibly as a business owner, cleaning up your business, closing up your books, and trying to make sure you got everything in order so that you meet that January 31st deadline, to make sure you have those W-2s issued, the 1099s out, and everything is in order, right? Oh my gosh, it could be a lot. It could be a lot, actually. But the beautiful thing about it is you have the power to control it. You have the power to dial it back. I'm going to tell you, dial it back, reel it on back, and process and make it work for you rather than working against you. Because life is supposed to be fun. Can you agree? Would you agree? Life is supposed to be fun. It is supposed to be fun. And it took me a sabbatical to figure that out. A sabbatical. That's what I like to call it right now, a sabbatical. I went on what was to be a 2-week trip with 2 carry-on bags. And it turned into about 3 years, really. 3 years. Just up and left and went and did that. And that trip, while I was there in Hawaii, that's how I got to Hawaii. 2 weeks, supposed to be there for 2 weeks, 2 big carry-on bags. Good morning. So where you coming from? 2 carry-on bags, and was just like actually return within 2 weeks. Well, it took a couple of years for me to do that. And that was a journey I went on to discovering more about me and how to dial it back and how life, this thing called life, really works. That I wasn't just being tossed, with whatever's going on. And I want to share that with you, something that I found one morning while I was on the walking the ocean front. I found this rock. And at that time, I was learning a very valuable lesson, which I'm going to share with you, and learning how to use this tool to help when you're feeling overwhelmed and you got a whole lot of things going on and you need to keep it together. And you got to figure out how to keep it together. All right. So this here rock, I walked up on it. And in Hawaii, it's tradition to ask, not just pick up things and take it. Ask for it first before you take it. And this came actually on my foot. I walked into it and I asked. But it also represents the lessons that I was learning at that time, because our life was coming hard and fast. There was a lot to be done in a short period of time and not much support in my mind at that time. That's what I felt. And so at that time, I was learning a lesson called segment intending. You got a lot to do. You got a lot to do in life, a whole lot of life happening. As an adult, as a young person coming into adulthood, and you realize you got this thing called time and space. It's just a lot of it, and you have not figured out how to compartmentalize or segment it. Segment intending will help you. If you are a boss or a leader and you have a whole lot of deadlines and things that need to be done in a certain period of time to, appease those around you and to maintain your employment, segment intending will help you. If you are a mom with little kids at home and you're trying to figure this out, especially as a new mom with a new child and life is just coming fast at you and you don't have enough time to sleep, you're sleep deprived and life is just not making sense, segment intending will help you. I keep this little rock here with me to remind me when I feel overwhelmed and there's a whole lot of things got to go on. It got to get done in a short period of time. So I'm going to share with you what segment intending is. All right. It's called get out ahead of it. I learned this tool from Abraham Hicks. So the concept was, I heard it first through Abraham Hicks. I'm not sure wherever it may have been heard before then, but that's where I heard it first. Okay. So in that, the concept is get out ahead of it. That means prepping your morning. You all heard the 5 a.m. club, right? Some of you have been a part of a 5 a.m. club where you get up early and you start doing the things that means the most to you early. I do that. Get yours first from the top. You've heard of that club? Yes. Take yours from the top. That's me. That's what we do. So with the segment intending is you have different sections. If you look at this rock, it actually has different indentations on it all the way. It's very unique in the way that it's designed. It's created. Let's just say created, because no one designed it. It was just sitting out there on the beautiful north shore of Oahu, and bam, it was ready. And this is how it's done. So what I like to do is take my day and my experiences, the things that I got, all those things that I got done, especially when I feel like, oh my gosh, there's a lot to do. Take out a sheet of paper and do a brain dump. That's the first thing you can do. That's the best thing you can do for yourself. Just get it off your brain. Just write it all down. Brain dump. Boom. And then segment intend. So like, to prepare to be here for you today, it was a matter of, okay, this is what I'm going to do in the first portion of my day. I want to speak with them about this. I was led on my heart to speak with you about this, not necessarily a forethought of, way out there and planned it 6 weeks ago. This is impressed upon my heart because it is, that's what I follow over here, what my heart is telling me to do. So here we go. So you take the morning. Morning is a segment. Your morning is a segment. Treat it as such. What is the most important things you'd like to experience in that morning? What? Just one thing. Most importantly, one thing. Don't try to press 5 and 6, 7 things up in there. Life is moving fast. All right. We need to get the most important thing done and to get that taken care of. So if your situation might be one where you're looking at, hey, I need to clean my house. That's what I'm looking at right now. My place is pretty tidy. However, there's some things that I have a certain standard that they don't meet right now. So, and it's on my mind. And also some of that childhood thinking, we grew up thinking that, we got to have the house clean, got to have all the laundry clean. Who all had to have the laundry clean? Who all had to have that laundry washed before? You had to have the laundry clean before the new year. All laundry clean, drawers organized, everything stacked in there neatly, right? Socks coordinated and matching. Those that don't match, bless someone else with them, or they get in second use in life, maybe even the trash. That can be overwhelming at the end of the year. It's like, that's going to be a lot to do in addition to what you already have to do. So why not take a moment and segment that? So I'm going to break this day down. I'm really going to actually focus and do maybe 20 minutes of house cleaning. 20 minutes, set a timer, 20 minutes. That's it. Boom, done. In and out. And focus. That is not focusing like, I'm going to scroll a little bit and then I'm going to get it done. I'm going to let me find my right music and then I get, we get caught in the weeds. You can get in the weeds because there's always going to be an ad or something pop up that's of interest to you because the algorithms know what you like, okay? And it's going to pop up and it may take you into the weeds. But this is your time to commit to yourself. Commit and honor yourself in this. That you say, hey, I'm going to do this within this segment of time and I'm going to commit to seeing it done, even if it's done messy. And somebody's like, what do you mean, Vivian? Why would you want to do something messy? Sometimes it takes doing it messy to get good. In fact, very few things ever come out perfect the first time. So it has to get done messy in order for you to know where to improve. So go ahead and do whatever you say you're going to do today. What is your number one intention in this segment of time that you're looking at? So coming to you today, speaking with you on this particular subject of segment intending. And I have this little reminder for myself here. and my that I keep close by to remind me to segment and tend rather than to get overwhelmed with all that's happening. Choose the one thing you're going to do by way of your family. Choose the one thing that you're going to do by way of your business. Choose the one thing you're going to do by way of your personal well-being. That goes to the top, all right? Personal well-being, it's up here. You start there and everything else gets filtered in, okay? Because if you're not well, the rest of it ain't gonna be well. I'm just gonna say it. It'll get done. It'll be done messy, really messy. It can be done really, really messy for a long period of time, unnecessarily. When you could just dial it back and take care of yourself. Just take care of yourself. This is how you keep it together. And do what you can in that moment of excellence. Do it the best you can. It may be messy, but do it the best you can because you got to figure it out. Because like the other day, Baby J is my granddaughter. She's here with me and she's with me for this week here. And she got a bicycle for Christmas because, Coco likes to ride her bike. And so Baby J no longer fits in the little thing on the back. So I'm Coco, by the way, if you didn't miss the Coco. So Baby J doesn't fit on the thing on the back. So Coco invested and got Baby J a bike this year. And initially, Baby J, she's like looking at it. She's excited about it in the house and she wants to ride it. But she can't quite get her legs the amount of pressure needed to push the pedal down and push it over and push it down. So we take her outside and we kind of like adjust some things for her to make it fit for her. And she was, like she didn't have it quite together. It was a little messy. She was like trying to press it down and she was leaning a little bit more to the right, a little bit more to the left, and just leaning all kind of ways. Fortunately, in her case, she had training wheels, so she didn't tumble over. Same as for you. All right. You're going to get out there. You're going to put your foot down. You're going to press and apply some pressure in certain areas that you hadn't done before and do some of those things in those particular areas. 1, 2, or 3, personal well-being, family, business. 1, 2, or 3. Do one of those things, segment your day into those areas like that. And you will be able to, at least I've been able to experience this, and I'm pretty sure you will too. You will be able to experience a sense of accomplishment, a sense of keeping things together, and putting timers around that will help you. Like in Baby J's case, there was the training wheels. They were certain to help support her whether she went too far left or too far right, to keep her in balance. And that's what a part of keeping it together looks like for you. You may need to set some time frames on, 20 minutes here on this side of things. And also make sure you put that white space in there. I'm big on the white space. You know what the white space is, right? That's your time, your time. Don't just go one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. Boom, 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 boom. All the time. You can do that sometimes, but that's not sustainable. That's not a sustainable life of living richer with ease. Absolutely not. So you want to just, allow a little white space in between to reflect, feel how you felt, and move forward. And how can you keep that momentum going? Yes, the momentum is going, but you don't have to keep going boom, 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 boom all the time as a way of life. It's just boom, 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 boom. But you're keeping the momentum. You're going. So you want to keep it together. Now, I've said after this today, I'm going to actually address the laundry. Well, excuse me. No, I don't have to address the laundry because the laundry was addressed yesterday. I just have a little bit of detail left with that, just a tiny bit. But I'm going to address my office, the studio area here. We're going to address some things over here that really need some love and set a timer. Be it in this case, I'm going to need probably about a 90-minute stretch. Okay. And you can do that. You know how long it takes for you to get certain things done, or you may not know, but a good place to start is 20 minutes to 90 minutes. All right. I would even go ahead and just start with 90 because it allows you to get the rhythm. And once you get the rhythm, it gets easier and easier. And keeping it together with regards to those relationships, those friendships you have. This is one of those things that's really big and is really big for me this year. I'm looking at cultivating my friendships, cultivating my connections, meaning looking at the world and reaching out into the world as opposed to just self-contained. That can happen a lot of times when we are focused with a lot of life happening and we can't seem to keep up and can't figure out how do we add another thing to our life experience. like picking up the phone and just saying, hello, hey friend, I ain't talked to you in a while. You living? Okay, how you living? How's things going? Or even beyond that, how are the children? How, beyond that, what are your ambitions this year or this week? What's something that's important to you that you'd like to experience? You know, that's cultivating relationships. And that's important to me at this season in my life, cultivating those relationships. And it's really panned out very well with cultivating the relationships of last year. It was about cultivating the relationships with my family. And that was like, mwah, oh my goodness, delicious, delicious, delicious in every aspect, even with the tears, even with the laughter and the unexpected surprises. It was delicious because we got to share those moments and experience them together. And we continue to be able to do so going forward. That's what's delicious to me. And I'm looking forward to that kind of connection there with my friends beyond my family. And that's what I'm building. That's a part of, my keeping it together going forward. I encourage you to look at your day, to look at where you are right now. We're like, 3 days out before the end of the year. What is it today that is most important to you to cultivate? What is it today that you want to experience and create? And how can you segment it and get it in? Segment your day to get it in. If fitness is a part of it, segment it in. Say, hey, okay, this slot, I'm going to do fitness. Make an appointment with yourself. Make an appointment for yourself for those things that are most important. Those are different things that have helped me because when I kid you not, this segment, this rock, I call it segment intending, actually. That's the name of it. You will never be able to buy one in the store. I'm just going to tell you that. This was found on the North Shore of Oahu, and it was created for me right when I needed it most, because I was like, how in the heck do people do this thing called marriage, children, family, work? Oh my gosh, it was a whole lot. Moving. Oh, it was a lot at that time. But this came through for me. And I want you to find your own variation of a segment, something that reminds you to segment your day so that you can live richer with ease. Because, we only have one right now. We only have one. We only have one as the person that we are right now. So why not live richer with ease? Why not? One of the ways that helped me to remember that is to remember it's a great day to be rich. And I want to share that with you today, rich friend. It's a great day to be rich. Say it with me. It's a great day to be rich. And why not me? Okay? You can be rich and you can claim it. Finish it up and say it right. I am rich. That's right. Someone said over in the comments, finish up and say it right. Yes, I am rich. Say it with me. I am rich. I'll say it again. I am rich. Realizing I create happiness. Today is a great day to be rich. Have a fabulous one. Talk to you soon.